Hello students, today we are going to deal with the unit eggs. In this section, we will see nutritive composition of eggs, characteristics of fresh eggs and deterioration of eggs. Egg contains 12 to 14% of proteins, that is complete protein. That means it contains all essential amino acids, otherwise it is a well-balanced protein. So the eggs are used standard against which chemical score of other protein is compared. The biological value of egg protein is 96. The contents of 2 eggs provide nearly 25% of daily protein requirement of an adult man. So next is fat. Fat in the egg is confined to the yolk portion. Egg is one of the richest source of lecithin. Lecithin is a phospholipid which forms a part of structure of every cell wall in the body. Besides contributing to energy, it is a source of essential fatty acids, linoleic acid, arachidonic fatty acids. And vitamin A, D, and E are present in the yolk. And egg fat also acts as a vehicle for these fat-soluble vitamins. Egg fat is highly emulsified hence it is ready to digested and absorbed. On an average, each egg contains 250 mg of cholesterol and the permitted intake of 300 mg of cholesterol per day. So, 3 to 4 eggs per week can be consumed by a normal person without any adverse effect. There is a strong relationship between mineral content of the hen's diet and concentration of minerals in the egg. Calcium is the most abundant mineral in the whole egg, but it is concentrated in the shell. Important minerals such as phosphorus, iron, zinc, and other trace elements are present in the egg. Egg is rich source of biologically available zinc. Egg iron is bound to conalbumin and poorly absorbed in man. Except for vitamin C, it is totally absent in the egg. Other water-soluble as well as fat-soluble vitamins are present in the egg in appreciable amounts. Egg is particularly rich in vitamin A, riboflavin, folic acid, and beta. The amount of these vitamins in the egg depends on these nutrients present in the feed of the bird. The modified nutrient composition. Nutritive value of the egg can be changed by manipulating the diet of the hen. Protein content cannot be changed much, but addition of liquid oils to the hen's diet can increase the fat content of the egg. Exposure of the birds to sunshine or addition of vitamin D to the feed improves the vitamin D content of the egg. Vitamin D deficiency in the hen reduces egg output. So everyone already heard about vegetarian egg, right? So vegetarian eggs are the unfertilized egg of hens. They are formed without the fusion of sperm. The leghorns are genetically improved birds which are produced through successive generations under improved breeding methods. Leghorns which are suitable for egg production lay only unfertilized eggs as they are not allowed to mate with the cocks. Next we can see the characteristics of fresh eggs. By weight we can find out the quality. The normal weight of an average egg is 40 to 70 gram. The weight depends on the inheritance, stage of laying, season of laying, age, diet and health of the bird. Size does not reflect the quality. Usually small eggs contain higher proportion of yolk than large eggs. Next part is shell. We know it is not an edible portion. Okay, even though its condition is important because the protection it gives to the edible portion. The factors to be considered are strength, porosity and cleanliness. The strength of the shell depends upon its thickness, which in turn depends on the nutrition of the bird. A high porosity of the egg shell will hasten the deterioration on the quality of egg contents as it permits the evaporation of moisture from the inside of eggs and allows dissolved carbon dioxide to escape from the contents during the storage of egg. The texture of the shell does not affect the quality of inner content. but any dirt on the eggshell means presence of large number of contaminating microorganisms. Weak shells, rough handling results in the damage to the shell. Good egg should be unbroken. As the quality of the egg deteriorates, the size of air cell increases due to loss of moisture through the cell, especially in warm and dry atmosphere. You see what is meant by air cell? It is the air vacuum in the inside of the egg. In good quality egg, the depth of the air cell is 1 by 8 to 3 by 16 inches. In poor quality, the depth of the cell would be more than 3 by 8 of an inch. A fresh egg when broken onto a plate stands up in rounded form due to the viscosity of thick portion of the egg white that surrounds the yolk. As egg deteriorates, the percentage of thin white increases, possibly due to proteolysis, reduction of the SS bonds, and interaction of mucin and lysozyme. The increased thinning correlates with an increase in alkalinity and alkaline hydrolysis of the disulfide bonds of ovomucin to yield lower molecular weight protein. As the quality deteriorates, the pH of white increases from 7.6 to 9.7. There is loss of carbon dioxide also. Increased alkalinity also deteriorates the volume of eggs. In deteriorated egg, the yolk also takes up water from the white and the yolk membrane. Example, whitening. Whitening is the yolk membrane. This membrane stretches, and when broken onto a plate, the deteriorated egg flattens and tends to spread over the plate. If stretched excessively by movement of water in the yolk membrane is weakened and may break when the egg is removed from the shell. Separation of the yolk from the white is thus difficult or impossible. Yolks of the fresh eggs are slightly acid pH, that is 6 to 6.2, and as there is increased loss of carbon dioxide. Alkalinity is increased. The pH of the eggs may be kept lowered or less alkaline during storage if the eggshells are coated within a thin layer of oil. Next is deterioration of eggs. Fertile eggs get deteriorated more rapidly than infertile eggs. Eggs when stored at room temperature undergo deterioration changes. The weakening of the yolk membrane occurs after 2 days of storage at 37 degrees Celsius, or after 5 days at 25 degrees Celsius, or 20 days at 16 degrees Celsius, or 100 days at 2 degrees Celsius. These changes that occur during deterioration may be grouped as a physical and chemical changes. First we can see physical changes as egg white becomes less viscous and spreads rapidly. The size of the air cell increases. Water passes from the white to the yolk, thus increasing the volume and water content of the yolk, resulting in breaking of whitening membrane. Next is chemical changes. There is a loss of water and also loss of carbon dioxide, and there is a change in pH from 7.6 to 9.7 in egg white, and also the breakdown of proteins happens and increase the amount of free ammonia will be there. Increase in water soluble inorganic phosphorus is there. Increase in free fatty acid in yolk fat. Deterioration in the flavor of eggs occurs by the invasion of microorganisms and by the changes that takes place in fat and protein.